everybody, and today I'm going to be showing off another deck that you've seen here before. It's Mathmech, but this is version 2.0 according to the channel. We have a new tuner coming along, we have a way different build compared to before, and I decided to, instead of making this more of like a budget build, I wanted to kind of show off what the deck can do, because I've seen one person wanted to see it really badly, so I thought, why not, let's go ahead and just go all out. So first thing I want to note off is that we're running 6 Kaijus, and the reason I want to do this is because Mathmech is a better going second deck. And the reason for this is because this thing exists, and oh no, if it attacks with the sword equipped, you might as well just surrender and go to the next game. We have a triple of each Kaiju. If you need to, you can get one out on your field as well. So when this goes to kill whatever monster's in front of it, the Kaiju can help clean up in case it didn't one-shot kill your opponent. You run triple Balancer Lord. Reason for this is that Balancer Lord is part of the combo. You kind of want this in your hand in case you don't get into your main combo piece, which is like a Nablet special summon. But overall, it's also a really good card because when it's banished, which is again part of the combo, you can special summon a level 4 low monster over your hand. Really good effect. One copy of Division. Trigger one Cyrus monster, you control your X monster, special summon one level 4 Cyrus monster each from your hand and graveyard. A really good extender, but a really bricky card in the hand. So you only want to run this at 1. It's the same thing in multiplication. I had this at 2 last time, I believe. Or maybe even 3. But reducing it down to 1 is a better alternative. You could put it at 2 if you want, and if you do, you probably want to reduce, what would you want to reduce? You probably want to put Super Fractal to 2, but that, in my opinion, 1 is probably the best alternative. Because if you use more than 1, you probably are going to clean up one of the Kaijus or other monsters you have. Double Diameter, when this came out, I really underwhelmed it. It's not that bad. I wish it was on a special summon too. Unfortunately, that's not the case. When this card is normal summon, you can target level 4 lower Cyrus monster in your graveyard. Special summon it, but it cannot activate its effects. A Mathmech monster that was synchro summoned or XC summoned using this card on the field as material gains the following effect. Once per turn, during this card's special summon, when your opponent activates card effect, quick effect, you can negate the effect. Really good effect. It kind of helps out if you're going, when you're going second, if you need to negate something, maybe like an attack gain effect or whatever. But honestly, like I said, I wish this was a special summon instead of when this card is normal summoned. It should have been normal or special in my opinion, but still, it's an extra tuner, so that helps out a good bit. Triple Sigma and triple Nabla. There's no difference from the last time. Nabla's you want this in your hand in general, and then Sigma's which is a really good extender. If you control the monster's extra monster, once the card's in your hand or graveyard, you special summon it, but banish it from the field. You can have special monsters for extra first turn except Cyber's monsters, and you can only use this effect. You only use that effect once per turn. And then it can be treated as a non-tuner as well as a tuner. Nabla, you contribute a Cyrus monster, special one Mathmech monster through your deck, so instantly he's getting multiplication, level 8, and you have Final Sigma. That has 6,000 attack and can make 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase, so really easy effect. Double Subtraction and Double Addition. I know that you kind of want your extenders, but any level 4 lower Cybers monster works, so this works, this works, this works, this works. You get the idea, but they're really good extenders overall in the hand. If you want to put these at 3, you can, but I suggest putting it at 2. 1 multiplication. Target a level 4 Cybers monster you control becomes level 8 until the end of its turn. Then send to the graveyard, target 1 Cybers monster you control in the extra monster zone. Attacks becomes doubled until the end of the turn. Kind of help out when you're going second, Ash, and Double Bell. You can put more hand traps in here, but honestly, since we have the Kaijus and the Lightning Storm, I don't think it's going to be too necessary. But I'll leave that choice up to you. Double Equation, which just is a Mathmech Revival, and it gains 1,000 attack, so pretty good effect. Triple Lightning Storm, help clean up spells and traps when you need to, especially if one's playing the god-awful Mystic Mine. Triple Signet Mining is our searcher. 1 Billion Blade. You only really need 1 because RXC searches it. You could put it at 2 if you want, in case you think yours is going to get destroyed. But when you're going second, you're just going to try and nuke your opponent out first thing. And assuming that you get Nabla and Multiplication out, you probably don't even need Billion Blade unless you want to send Division, cut their monster attack in half. But if you don't if you do have Division in your hand, then you're just going to send one of your other low 4 lowers, and it's going to gain 1,000, which is still helpful, but not as helpful. And then Triple Superfractal, the best trap card in our entire deck. Target with 3 Mathmech monsters in graveyard, different names, to activate one of these effects. Special summon them, but the effects are negated, then Synchro, or special summon them, immediately effects exceeds. This also gets our materials back into the deck, so if Multiplication is in your deck, or Divisions, if Multiplication or Divisions in your graveyard, this just resets it. Double Final Sigma. And again, this is our OTK enabler. Unaffected by all card effects except Mathmech cards while in the extra monster zone. So if your opponent has Mathmech monsters, it can be affected by them, but I don't. Worst case scenario, you're getting hit with Subdra or Division. And then while about opponent's monster, battle damage is doubled while it's in the extra monster zone. And it has a really good effect that when it's destroyed by opponent's card effect or battle, let's be honest, it's going to be battle, you can add a Mathmech card from your deck to your hand, any one Mathmech card. One Magma, just in case you have the extra materials and you want to make an extra monster on top of it. Let's say your opponent has some spells and traps, you want to remove them. Well, here's Magma. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you can target 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. If this card is destroyed by battle or destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can add Mathmech spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Hey, Billion Blade or Trap. Let's be honest, that's what we're going to do. You could use Equation to try and bring it back, but this is not a quick effect, so it kind of sucks because if it's destroyed by battle, you can't just bring it back instantly. 1 Alambertian. It gains effect equal to the amount of monsters attached to it. If it's 2, you can detach both, add a Mathmech card from your deck to your hand, so really good searcher. 3, add any level 4 monster from your deck to your hand, and if you have 4, which really we're not going to get that much, but it's going to mostly be just 2, but let's say you get 4 onto it, you can add any spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Really good effect overall. And on top of that, you contribute itself to special summon a level 4 Mathmech monster from your hand or graveyard, so really good effect in general. This one is when you're going first. Because once your opponent knows that you're going to go first and you're playing a match, let's be honest, your opponent's probably going to have you go first next game. It is I cannot even pronounce his name, Laplacian. It takes 3 level 4s. If a Mathmech card or cards you control will be destroyed by card effect, you can detach one material from this card instead. If this card is XC summoned, you can detach up to 3 materials from it, then choose that many effects. You cannot choose the same effect twice. And you skip the ones that were not chosen. With detaching 1, you send 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, and that's all but 1. The second, you can send a monster your opponent controls to the graveyard, and for the third, you send a spell or trap your opponent controls to the graveyard. This is not destroy it, it's sending it to the graveyard. So, really good removal. And then for the extra deck, we have these in here just in case worst comes to worst. Let's say you get hand trapped and you can't make Final Sigma. Like your mid combo, which involves Bounce Lord and another special summon monster. I'll try to show you guys that during the video. You still rely on getting access to Avermax as just kind of like a defense. Then using this for when Avermax is destroyed to go into your Final Sigma or your Magma. Or your Xyz too. So we have Avermax, Access Code, Transcode, Unicorn, Cerberus, and Phoenix. Those are removal. And for the main combo, you use Wicked, Devote, Disciple, and a Link Revo. Now we do have a side deck in here. I wanted to show you guys what the side deck would kind of look like. So let's say you're in a match, you go second on the first one. Obviously, you'll likely win because it's a really good deck. Your opponent says they want you to go first next game. Well, for your side, you want to put in Nibiru, just because we all know that you're going to want to use Nibiru. That's assuming that your opponent doesn't play control. If your opponent is playing control and doesn't special summon as much, might as well just keep the Kaijus in here. But there's also Droll Lock. This again just kind of helps slow down your opponent when it's going on their turn. You want to kind of like delay them as much as you can during their turn, just so they kind of stuck with 1 or 2 monsters. They'll likely put them in defense as much as they can. That's the case, just build a really strong board, get multiplication, make Final Sigma, make it 6,000, and then get out another 2,000 beat stick if possible. Triple Cosmic Cyclone, again, let's say your opponent's playing Mystic Mine. Well, hey, now that's gone. Let's say your opponent's playing like a control deck that focuses on spells and traps. Sweet, that's all gone. Triple Imperm stops the spell and trap columns, as well as negating monster effects, so really good. And of course, Solemn Judgment. I still won't forget the day I drew all 3 with Ignis instead of playing a Dragon Link, and I negated the 3 summons that they were trying to do with LP, Pisty, and Romulus. That was a good time. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the battle, and I'll probably show you guys the combo for it. And there we go. We don't get a pick, and we're going second us. That's perfect. Us, and we have our full combo. There's legitimately nothing that we could have done that. This character story is going to be the Lucas variant. One's slightly less scary than the other. Perfect. Alright, and let's just go ahead and nuke all those. That's perfectly fine. Hey, where do I get this? Where do I even activate Sigma, special summon, normal summon Nabla. I'm just gonna do a regular combo here, get rid of that, make multiplication, activate multiplication, target it, and here we have our final Sigma. And the best part of this combo is if you counted how many summons we did, I'll do it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. We dodged it really. And how much of a kill is this? Well, let's find out. So Vision to Grave, activate the Vision, target this, and it's done. I don't think that battle lasted even a minute, so I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna do another one. Very cool. I want to go second again. We got a full combo and the combo like bits to show off. That really says something. It has 2 cat packs. That's that one. We drew multiplication. That's actually not good. Alright. Well, I don't like that back row, so let's just go ahead and remove it. Well, why didn't it chain to that? That's the dumbest thing about it. Honestly, since we do have our multiplication, let me try and think how I want to do this. Okay. Bouncer Lord will give us an extra summon. We'll summon multiplication. Special summon our Sigma. This can't be targeted, right? It cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card of X, and it can't be targeted with card of X. Okay. Just making sure. We could just go into Final Sigma, but there's no point doing that. Let's just go ahead and make our one Mathmech monster. Search for our Billion Blade. Activates effect. We're going to treat it itself. Get out our multiplication again. Activates effect. It becomes level 8. Boy, who would have thought? Multiplication 6,000. Billion Blade. Then. Okay, do not activate division. And pass. And obviously it drew nothing good. So let's just go ahead and end it all. This is fun. I wanted to show the combo. Let me go ahead and let me get a deck set up so I can show the combo now. Show you what that looks like real quick. Now this is, let me also start this out just in case. This is for just the combo. I set it up so where I don't want to really respond and I can just draw the 2 cards I need to show you guys the combo. You're going to normal summon your Balance Lord and activate Adian's effect. Targeting it. Here's special summon Adian. You're going to make a link to Cycle off Balance Lord. Then you're going to make a link to vote using the Adian. And you can no longer special summon link for your higher lane monsters, but that doesn't matter, we're not going to be needing those. Using link disciple, tribute the link to vote, draw 1, and then depending on how your hand looks, you can either keep this or put it back into the deck. But now that link to vote's been tributed, you now get some tokens. 2 tokens total. You now make a Cyber's Wicked using those 2 monsters, and using the last token you want to make a link rebuild. Under Wicked's arrow, Wicked will trigger, banishing the Bouncer Lord to grab you a Nabla. But now since Bouncer Lord was banished, you now get the special summon a monster from your hand, which is going to be our Nabla. Now this is where it kind of goes into a pathway. If you have another Mathmech monster in your hand, or let's say you have like multiplication graveyard and a Mathmech in your hand, you can use this to and tribute the Elite Gravo, get a Division, and use Division to tribute the Wicked. But since we don't have that, we're going to activate Nablus effect, tribute Wicked, and then grab Multiplication from the deck. Activate Multiplications effect, comes a late, and then from here, you just make your final Sigma. Now this isn't meant to be going first, it's kind of just meant to be used when, you know, you just need to get Final Sigma and you don't have your necessary combo pieces. As long as you have a Pouncer Lord, and really any one Mathmech monster, any of them will work in the very end of the day, you can just make your Final Sigma just like that. But that's the combo. Comment down below what you guys want to see next, and have a great day. Peace out.